Hello and welcome to the Loco Leeds football channel with my official Facebook group partner, Leeds Plus. It's Jinder, Jade, and I am bringing to you guys the second episode of The Fan View with my very special guest. He's an Aston Villa fan, Paul Shakespeare. I'm going to welcome him on in a few short seconds. I just need to say that to everybody on Facebook who's joining me, big welcome. Good evening to you. Get your comments ready. What a fantastic win Leeds United had yesterday. And if you've not seen the video that I've just done, the match day reaction, it is available on the Loco Leeds football channel. So everybody who's joining me on Facebook, on the YouTube channel, from Leeds Plus and from the Loco Leeds football channel, welcome to the Fan View. So guys, I have brought to you this new episode, this new show, which is all about bringing in the opposition fan over, so we know we know Aston Villa sort of secrets. And hopefully I'm going to get Paul, who's a very good friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, a musician, who's going to come in right about now. I'm going to bring him on and he can tell us Aston Villa's star men or the current team form. So I'm going to bring on Paul Shakespeare. Here we go, guys.
Hey, Jinder.
Hello, Paul. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining me.
Nice to be here.
Good. This is the Loco Leeds football channel. This is the Loco Central, as we like to call it. And guys, this is Paul Shakespeare, fantastic singer from my musical world, and I've brought to you this chap, and he's going to give us some inside knowledge about Aston Villa. So, Shakes, how you been?
I've been okay, mate. Not too bad at all. Just surrounded by all this football that seems to be on constantly at the moment, which is great. Especially you, like yesterday, you scared the bejesus out of me, to be honest.
and you've got to play the mighty Leeds United at the weekend as well, eh?
We have. I can't say I'm looking forward to
it. Well, you know what? We had a fantastic game the first time out, and to play you guys, and you've had a phenomenal season. Let's not get too salty about things, because look, we always, as football fans, we're very passionate about our teams, but both clubs have had phenomenal seasons so far, so you must be happy.
Incredibly happy this season, and it's good to see Leeds back where they should be, near the top half of the Premier League. It seems to be the right place for Leeds to be.
It is. It's you know what? It's been a long time coming, and it's good to see. What I saw this season was the Premier League had some solid teams, top clubs. Like yourselves, who came a season before us. You've got some decent teams. You've got 10 solid traditional teams. Big clubs with big stadiums and big traditions, and that's what it's about, isn't it? That's what the Premier League should have.
It should. When you look at the history of Leeds, you should be there, and it's so. And other than you guys beating us 3-0 at times, it is good to see you there.
That's it. It's been a tremendous watch, hasn't it, for Leeds fans as well. So I'm just gonna see. I've just seen some of the comments. People who are joining us all over social media. So I'd just like to say good evening to everybody. Fortnite and Leeds fan, he's saying hello. Arsenal Alex is saying hi. Bill Mal is saying happy birthday to me. It was my birthday yesterday. Thank you, Bill Mal. Arsenal Alex, you are above us now. Arteta out. That I get a lot of fans on my channel who are obviously Villa fans or Arsenal fans, and we get I tend to pick them up, and the Loco Leeds football channel has actually incorporated the different fans of different fan bases. And I do feel sympathy with the Arsenal fans on my channel, because it's always Arteta out, or they're always disgruntled, but they're wonderful people. So just saying quickly, Thomas Gilbert, who's joined us, big win for Leeds United and top win 8 on Saturday night. So we've got people who want Leeds to win. Thomas Gilbert, who's Leeds fan, obviously, win 3-1. Arsenal Alex, 2-1 Leeds. John Masters, love it, Jinder. Thank you, John. Arsenal Alex again. We aren't in that 10, shocking. And John Masters saying, looking forward to the game. I will be coming back to your comments, but I have to talk to Shakes, and I really do appreciate your comments. So keep them coming, make them come in, and let's talk to Shakes, who I've got. Shakes, I just want to ask you, that surname of yours, Paul Shakespeare, and that Shakespeare surname, can you tell me a little bit about that particular surname, please?
Well, I think most of us know the big man, of course, the Bard, but that's I don't know whether I'm related to him. But no, yeah, very proud surname, especially here in the Midlands. I've always kept it there as well. Always been my stage name too, because I just love being a Shakespeare. It's fantastic.
Excellent, and it leads me on because I'm segueing into something. I'm segueing.
I know where
there's an assistant manager that Aston Villa have got. Absolutely. And he's a Shakespeare too. Any sort of relation at all?
Yeah, he's my cousin. He's my dad's brother's son. So yeah, he's my cousin. Craig is, and incredibly proud of his achievements in football. To be honest, he's been, and I think he's been a secret weapon at Villa this year. To be honest.
Yeah, because I remember when you were on my Facebook and I read your post when Craig Shakespeare actually got the job as is he the assistant there at Villa?
He's assistant manager along with Richard O'Kelly and John Terry. There's three head assistant coaches at Villa at the moment. So yeah,
look at that, eh?
Yeah, we've got a big backroom staff, a real big backroom staff, but it seems to be going all right.
That is phenomenal. I tell you, I mean, look, it's such a great moment that you've got somebody, who's done so well in your family, and like I said, when we kicked off the show, that Villa are having a great season, and last season you weren't that great in the Premier League, if you don't mind me saying. So this chap, Craig Shakespeare, has obviously had a impact on the training side of things, and I think it's done really, really well, this particular move for him.
Absolutely, I think it's allowed John Terry to concentrate on defence as well, and have so he's been our defence has been noticeably better this year, and I think that's been a big plus. I think Craig's experience, he won the title with Leicester as assistant manager. So he's got good experience in the Premier League. He's been a welcome addition at B6.
Fabulous stuff, right? Yeah, well, once this lockdown finishes, and I'm sure you'll probably meet Craig, tell him I say hello, and he's always welcome. He's always welcome on the Fan View, no problems.
he's a top bloke.
Yeah. So what we'll do is I know. You're a man of very limited time, so we want to know, as Leeds fans, your key players. We know one key player who I'm paying homage to with my because we don't know whether he is going to be joining us in this match. Is he going to be in, or is he going to be out? Is he is he injured? Is he not? It's all a bit secret.
It's very secretive.
It's very secretive at the moment. But so. Tell me, who are your key players, my buddy?
Well, obviously, if Jack's fit, Jack Grealish is our key player. There's no question. He's been an absolute rock at Villa. But outside of Jack Grealish, the real key player for me is Martinez, our goalkeeper at the moment, along with Ollie Watkins, our striker. I think they're the two players you really have to watch at Villa at the moment. The goalkeeper is how Arsenal sold him to Aston Villa for 17 million is still beyond me, because he is just absolutely first rate, and hopefully he'll stop us from some Patrick Bamford strikes, to be honest.
Well, that's well. I tell you, we were actually linked with Martinez. Leeds were actually very heavily linked. I
Yes, you were.
suppose. I suppose because maybe every Argentinian player that is on the market is heavily linked with Marcelo Bielsa, and but you know, a phenomenal goalkeeper. And I've seen Villa a few times this season, and you have impressed me, and especially your goalkeeper. He has done some incredible saves this season with yourselves.
Incredible. He's kept 12 clean sheets, which is
yes,
which is. If someone had told me at this stage of the season that our goalkeeper would have kept 12 clean sheets, I don't think I'd have believed you at the start of the season, to be honest with you.
So a regular person from a subscriber from my YouTube channel, from the El Loco Leeds football channel, Mr. Taxi Music, who finishes higher in the league, boys, Leeds or Villa? So that's an interesting comment.
They're going to be close. They're going to be incredibly close, I think. I think
Excellent.
they'll be within 2 or 3. I think they'll be within 2 places of each other, either way. I would have said Villa, but after that demolishing of Southampton yesterday, I'm really not sure.
Okay. So any other key players quickly?
Absolutely. With Matty Cash is out as well, so he would have been a key player. Our right back, he would have without doubt been a. But our left back Target and our centre half Konza are fantastic. I think you've hit us at a good time, because I think that right now Ross Barkley and John McGinn are both out of form. If I'm really honest, I don't think they're playing to the level that they can play at.
Okay.
So I hate saying this, but I have Leeds as favourites for Saturday.
Okay. That's very that's very flattering of you.
I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But after watching you early in the season against us and without Jack Grealish, I'm hoping that we come out there and sneak a 1-0 or a 2-0, but I don't think that's going to happen, if I'm honest.
Is he definitely out, Jack Grealish?
I don't know. I think the only way we're going to find out if Jack's out is by finding out the fantasy football of the Villa team players, because they've leaked. That's how we found out he was out last week. It got leaked apparently by fantasy football.
I didn't know that.
No, and Patrick Bamford's a big fan of the fantasy football as well. He keeps talking about his team all the time, I've noticed. But it's an interesting thing this week with Villa. So I think he's out. And on your pitch at the moment, I hope he's out to some degree.
What's wrong with our pitch?
Oh, no, there's nothing wrong. It's a good pitch. I would die for that pitch.
Do you think it's like an ice rink at all? You don't think it's like an ice rink, do you?
I watched it yesterday. I was like, oh. But Jack is on the floor enough.
I know. I'm just gonna. You know what? It's an interesting pitch. We got it from Tottenham, and it's one of them. What's the pitch called? I had it in my mind. It's one of them sort of, you know, they've made it up. You know, it's a kind of a fabric type pitch. So I don't know what the name is for it. We got it from Tottenham for £300,000. So it did cost a fair bit of money. And so, you know, it's been useful for us, because you should have saw the pitch against Brighton. So it's not that it just, I don't know whether we water it too much before the games. Is the weather caused a bit of an issue at Leeds, rather? You know, I think it's just one of them.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the pitch at all. I think it's going right for you as well. I think that's a good thing for you guys. I think it's tough to play on. Watching it, I think it's incredibly tough for opposition teams to play on, and that's an advantage to you guys.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a tough game. Just from a Leeds point of view, I think Villa. There seems to be some sort of rivalry, which a commentator from your fan base has put it. Gabby Agbon-Lahore never has anything nice to say about Leeds United, which I don't understand why. But it shouldn't be. It created a rivalry out of nothing, really.
Gabby likes to cause controversy. You ask Birmingham City fans about Gabby Agbon-Lahore and West Bromwich Albion fans as well, and they'll tell you he's a massive, massive wind-up merchant. And if he thinks he's wound someone up, he'll do that even more. He's a bit of a Robbie Savage.
Yes.
Okay. And I don't like what he said. I don't like the things about Bielsa that he said. I don't like the things he said particularly. I wish Gabby would shut his gob at times, to be honest with you.
I think if we look at what he said last game, I think that caused yourselves, your team, to actually lose against us, because he gave us that ammunition he fired up our boys. He done the team talk for Marcelo.
Without doubt, he's become a bit of a Twitter warrior, did Gabby, and not always for a good thing. But he's certainly entertaining. But yeah, sometimes he doesn't always sound the best, and I don't like some of the stuff he comes out with. There's no need to have a rivalry with Leeds, really, at all. For me,
yeah, I think we're both very big clubs, and we both respect each other, and I think that a bit of unnecessary sort of needle to put into a game just to say stuff about Bielsa, that wasn't right. But Paul, you're one of those fans who I've got a lot of time for. Whenever we meet on a non sort of football level, and it's always on a musical level, we've always had fantastic conversations about football and about our particular clubs, and we're all passionate about it, and we do it the right way. Just going to go back to the comments. We've got an Everton fan here, young Lewis. I'm just about to bring him on, just here, just to say hello to Lewis. Hello to you, Lewis, from myself and Shakespeare. Thank you for joining us. You know what? This is only my second ever episode of doing the fan view, because the first one was the pilot when we played Wolves. So I'm like experimenting on all the West Midlands football fans. But you know what? It's really interesting, this particular medium of connecting via social media and doing this kind of thing. It's just really, really cool. We've got is it Harati? I'm just about to. He has praised Bamford. To be honest, that's nice. Somebody's saying that you praised Bamford, which is great. It's Gabby Agbon-Lahore. Sorry, he has praised Bamford.
A striker has got to praise a striker like Bamford. Let's be honest. How can you not praise a player like Patrick Bamford? Because he's been phenomenal. He's got to be he's got to be going to the Euros this year. He's got to be going.
Yes,
if he's not,
I think wrong. So. Yeah, he's had a phenomenal season, Patrick Bamford, and he's done excellent. So thank you for that comment. And I'm just going to go here. One of my old friends here, Danny, Jinder, Jade, Villa fan. This is the Greenbank Avenue derby all over again. If you remember, of course I remember, Danny. I do remember. We used to play football as kids back in the olden days, many years ago, and it's nice to see some of the old guys on this international platform of YouTube. This is great. See, this is the whole point of the fan view. It just makes me feel like a fan. I don't come here as a singer. I don't come here as a YouTuber. It's just a conversation with many fans and many friends over the years. Remember you. So here's Danny again saying, remember you in your, he means Leeds, he says, in your Leeds shirt back in the 90s, and also Leeds. There you go. So he's corrected himself. Thank you for the comment. Thank you for the content, and thank you for the comment, Danny. I really appreciate it. So, Shakes, let's see. I've got one more question for you. Unless you want to add anything at all, let me know.
No,
anything?
I'm happy with how it's gone, mate. I'm more than happy. So fire away.
That's good. I'm trying to do loads of things. My good friend Luke at Leeds Plus, he's so technical savvy. He can usually work all these little buttons every now and then. And you know, I usually just talk and he controls it all. But today it's the fan view, so it's me doing this. So right, I've got something for you. What about your team's predicted 11? What do you think the predicted 11 will be?
I think it'll be obviously Martinez in goal. I think it'll be El Hamadi at right back. It'll be Konza and Mings at the centre half positions, and Matt Target on left back. Then we're going to have Douglas Luiz in a defensive midfield position, probably along with John McGinn just slightly in front. And I would probably go that he's not going to change much from. Although we didn't win on Saturday, I don't think he's going to change much from that. So I think you're going to have Traore, who's actually, when I mentioned secret weapons and who to look out for, Traore has been fantastic since he's got into the side. Hopefully Jack Grealish, but I don't think he will be playing. So I think it could be. It will more than like. I'm trying. You know what? I've gone and lost the plot. But yeah, it will be Ross Barkley, and it will be Dun Luiz again. I think it could be Marvellous Nakamba this week. Actually, I think Marvellous Nakamba could play, and Ollie Watkins up front is my prediction for the team this week.
Okay,
that's Martinez. Cool. Yeah. That's my prediction for the team. Could be wrong, but hopefully there's Jack Grealish.
I totally lost it. You haven't named 12 players, have you?
Have I named 12? No. Yeah, one of them will be. So Marvellous Nakamba will be on the bench then.
Okay.
Did I name 12? My gosh. I'm only getting in front of me then. I'm
only ribbing you. But you know what? It's still a strong team, even though you might have Mr. Grealish out. It's still a strong team actually, because what's his name? Nakamba is quite a useful player as well. I do think he's quite strong. But John McGinn,
he doesn't figure a lot, but he's played well recently. When he's been in the team in recent weeks, I've been a fan of him, and I'd quite like to see him get his chances. A couple of players I'll drop, but the manager knows what he's doing. Dean Smith, I trust. So.
Good stuff. And it's just come to me. It's a hybrid pitch that we've got at Elland Road.
Oh.
Hybrid, that's the name for it. So correct, the pitch could play a part. We could be getting used to it. That's Mr. Taxi Music saying something, which I think, because it's our home pitch, and we are sort of trying to get used to it. Maybe we've been doing our training or something on the actual Elland Road hybrid pitch. But it's going to be interesting. I don't know. I mean, last couple of games. Patrick Bamford actually said in the interview that he's been wearing long sort of rugby studs, or maybe I don't know whether that helps or not. But most pitches, because of the short turnaround in the season, most of the pitches have cut up. I was watching.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I was watching a Liverpool game, and I saw the Anfield getting cut up as well. So there is. I think it's just the weather that we've had in England at this precise moment.
I think so. And they are being played on a lot at the moment with the shortfall as well.
That's it. That's it. So there you go. I mean, Thomas has said. I'm just going to flash Thomas's comment just up here. Jack Green is a big loss. Maybe that's what he meant. So that's. I mean, any player who's a key player who's played their part in your season, Jack Grealish has been at the forefront, a lot like Calvin Phillips for Leeds.
Absolutely.
He's a key player that's going to be missing. Both, future England superstars, hopefully, and
they'll be playing alongside each other, no doubt about it.
That's it. So you know what? I think if we was to go for a quick score prediction, Shakes, you have said, and you've been such a wonderful guest. Thank you for joining me and everything.
My pleasure, mate.
But and like I said, it is only the second episode, so I'm still trying to get used to the old system. But by the 100th episode, it will all be fantastic.
You're doing great, mate. You're doing great.
Us singers and musicians, we need about 100 takes to get one song correct.
Tell me about it.
Oh, brilliant! So I'm not going to let you go without you telling me the score prediction for Saturday's game.
I can't predict against my club. I can't do it. I'm going to go 2-1 Villa, but I'm not confident.
Said that Leeds were going to win.
I think you will. I think there's every chance, but I can't. When it actually comes to a prediction, I just can't go against my own club.
Great.
There's something, an angst that would stop me from predicting against my own club, but I'm not 100% confident of that one. But one thing's for sure, I'm convinced Leeds will score.
Okay, I think you've done the right thing. You don't want to go against your club, and especially against Leeds. I take that on board. 2-1 Villa, Shakes' prediction, and I'm going to go with. I would go with this particular match, depending if Jack Grealish is not in your team, then I've got Leeds for a 2-1 victory. If Grealish plays, then I've got us down for a 1-1 draw.
I think that's a fair prediction. You've got two clubs you're in form, but you've got two clubs who are very, very on points, almost exact points as each other. It's going to be very interesting.
How your last game? Can you just tell me about that? It was a loss, was it?
It was a loss. We lost 2-1 to Leicester. Terrible first half. They were awful first half. They've come back into the game second half, scored a goal, marvellous with Traore. But yeah, we weren't good on Saturday and on Sunday, sorry. But so you might be hitting us exactly the right time.
Well, you know what? Football is such an unpredictable sport, and this season it's such an unprecedented season. It's going to be. It's just it's an exciting watch because you don't know what team's going to bring what team and what the score's going to be. But listen, Shakes, I just want to say a massive thank you for joining me on the El Loco Leeds football channel. Do come again. You're most welcome here. And
thank you.
All the subscribers and everybody who's joined me today, if you want to know about Mr. Shakespeare and his music, because he's a fantastic singer, I've always enjoyed listening to his vocals. Shakes, the stage is yours. Just to tell us where we can find you. Are you on Facebook? Have you got a YouTube channel? Please tell.
I am. I'm on Paul Shakespeare Singer is my official page for my solo work on Facebook, and PJ Shakespeare and the Tempests for my band. Okay. And then there's the Paul Shakespeare and the Paul Shakespeare YouTube channel. You'll find loads of videos and tracks off the new album that's being done at the moment. So yeah, that's where you'll find me.
Excellent. What I'm going to do is I will put all these links, guys, in the description part of the video, and you will see Mr. Shakespeare in the description, and you can click into his stuff. But listen, Shakes, absolute pleasure of having you on here, mate. I really do appreciate it. Guys, if you can, subscribe to the El Loco Leeds football channel. I would mostly appreciate that. And also, if we can join Leeds Plus Face Group, I would really appreciate that as well. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And yeah, just keep it locked onto the El Loco Leeds football channel. And we will see you very, very shortly again. All the best. Take care. Bye-bye.